Hello and welcome. You're watching Unplugged TV India. I am Alice Francis. Thanks for tuning in. The never-ending blame game between Congress and BJP takes a new turn, and this time targeting Union Minister Smriti Irani's daughter over an allegation of running an illegal bar in Goa. The Congress tweeted a video of Irani's daughter showing Zoish talking about a restaurant in Goa. We'll get into the details of the story in a short while, but before that, let's dive into some top headlines from around the world. As Delhi reported its first case of monkeypox infection, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said there is no need to panic and the situation is under control. He said, "We have made a separate isolation ward at LNJP. Our best team is on the case to prevent the spread and protect Delhiites." He said the 31-year-old patient has no history of foreign travel. The opposition candidate for the vice presidential polls, Margaret Alva, has said that the tragedy of today's democratic system is that the mandate of the people does not prevail. Muscle and money, power and threats change the composition of the elected framework. How can a democracy function with the government slogan seemingly being "my way or no way?" she asked. The World Health Organization has declared monkeypox as a global health emergency. Around 65 countries have reported outbreaks of the viral disease as confirmed cases near 16,000. Monkeypox virus is transmitted from one person to another by close contact with lesions, body fluids, respiratory droplets, and contaminated materials such as bedding, according to the WHO. For those who with recently imported case, WHO recommended applying coordinated response, engaging and protecting communities, intensifying surveillance, etc. Russia said on Sunday that its missile barrage on a Ukrainian port key to a freshly inked grain export deal had targeted military infrastructure at the facility after the attack sparked an outcry from Ukraine and its allies. Ukrainian President Zelensky denounced Saturday's strike on the Odessa port that came just one day after the warring sides struck a deal to resume exports blocked by the conflict as Russian barbarism. 3 people were killed on Sunday in a rare shooting at a university in the Philippine capital, Manila, officials said, in what appears to be a targeted assassination. The incident happened at Ateneo de Manila University as law students and their families arrived for a graduation ceremony that was to be attended by the Supreme Court Chief Justice. The alleged gunman has been detained. Sri Lanka's besieged presidential office will reopen on Monday, days after anti-government demonstrators were flushed out in a military crackdown that triggered international condemnation. Widespread public anger over the island's unprecedented economic crisis saw protesters storm and occupy the colonial-era building earlier this month. Congress leader Pawan Khera on Saturday alleged that Union Minister Smriti Irani's daughter Zoish is allegedly running a restaurant in Goa, in which a bar is functioning on a fake license. Pawan Khera alleged corruption charges against the minister and said that the license procured by Smriti Irani's daughter is in the name of a person who died 13 months ago. Noting that it is a very serious issue, the Congress also shared a copy of the show cause notice given to the bar and said the excise official who gave the notice is reportedly being transferred after pressure from authorities. Smriti Irani has refuted all allegations, claiming the Congress is targeting my daughter because I speak against the Gandhis.
इज्जत पर कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ताओं ने आज हमला किया। उस लड़की का दोष ये है कि उसकी मां स्मृति ईरानी सोनिया गांधी और राहुल गांधी के खिलाफ प्रेस में कॉन्फ्रेंसेस करती है। उस लड़की का जो 18 साल की है, कॉलेज के प्रथम वर्ष में पढ़ती है, उसका दोष ये है कि उसकी मां ने सोनिया गांधी, राहुल गांधी के 5,000 करोड़ की लूट के ऊपर प्रेस वार्ता की।
During a press conference, smritiirani said two middle-aged congressmen are responsible for the character assassination of an 18-year-old girl. Her only fault is that her mother talks about Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. Smriti also said that she will send a legal notice to Pawan Khera and Jairam Ramesh. Meanwhile, Smriti Irani's daughter Zoish on Saturday termed these charges as baseless and said she was neither an owner nor operating the restaurant. In a YouTube segment with food critic Kunal Vijayakar, Zoish Irani said, though Goa was a huge tourist hub, it lagged in high-end dining of international caliber, and she hoped Silly Souls would become the food destination of Goa. Take a look at the video. Now, as a row erupted over allegations of Smriti Irani's daughter running an illegal bar in Goa, the Congress tweeted a video showing Zoish Irani talking about a restaurant in Goa. Now, when did this all started? Now, you must be wondering why running a bar is an issue for the Congress party, and in Goa it is common. But here is the catch why Irani's daughter's Silly Soul Cafe cum bar attracted the Congress attention.
And this tikka, literally like a like chicken in red sauce kind of thing. Now this is the smoked rib, correct? I'm going to use my finger, if you don't mind. Oh, look at this. It's a nice sticky sauce. It's really smoky. I'm getting, what is it, oyster sauce? Oyster sauce, no? It's very meaty also.
What can I serve you next?
What should I have?
The bowl.
An upmarket restaurant in Asagaon, North Goa, run by Union Minister Smriti Irani's daughter, Zoish, has hit the headlines for the controversial manner in which it acquired the renewal of a liquor license in the name of a person long deceased. Now, according to Smriti Irani, her daughter is just a common 18-year-old student. Now, look at the video, and in the video with the critic Kunal Vijayakar, Zoish is introduced as a young entrepreneur and says that it is her restaurant.
What a wonderful place you've got over here.
Thank you.
Okay guys, now let me introduce you to a very, very young entrepreneur. This is Zoish Irani.
जिस लड़की पर आक्रमण किया वो राजनीति में नहीं है, एक साधारण से कॉलेज स्टूडेंट के नाम पर अपना जीवन व्यतीत कर रही है।
Smriti Irani ji, from when did a cafe cum bar is called a college? So the whole picture started on July 21 when Goa Excise Commissioner Narayan M. Garg issued a show cause notice to Silly Souls Cafe and Bar run by Zoish Irani based on a complaint filed by lawyer Aris Rodriguez, who said that the fraudulent and fabricated documents were produced to acquire the liquor license. The license was renewed last month despite the license holder having passed away on 17/5/2021, the show cause notice said. Now back to the reports. The application for the renewal of the license was made in the name of Anthony Gama on June 2022. Though Anthony had died in May the previous year, the application was signed by someone on behalf of the license holder with an undertaking that please renew this license for the year 2022-2023 and will transfer the said license within 6 months. The Excise Department said. A hearing in the matter has been fixed for July 29. Rodriguez, who managed to lay his hands on the documents through an RTI application, said he wants a thorough inquiry into the mega fraud orchestrated by the union minister's family in conjunction with excise officials and the local Asagaon Panchayat. According to the lawyer, excise rules in Goa allow a bar license to be issued only at an existing restaurant. In the case of Silly Souls Cafe and Bar, the excise department bent the rules to give the owners a license for foreign liquor, in another one for Indian-made foreign liquor and country liquor in February last year, even before the posh outlet had a restaurant license to operate. All the excise applications were made in the name of Anthony, whose Aadhaar card issued in December 2020 shows him as a resident of Ville Parle in Mumbai. The lawyer, who spent months digging into the cafe after a tip-off, also managed to trace Anthony's death certificate from the Municipal Corporation of Mumbai. He now wonders if such a person was in any way connected to the sprawling 1200 square meters property in Bhotavoda, Asagaon that houses is Silly Souls Fine Dining Restaurant. We agree that politicians frequently seek to discredit the leaders of the opposition parties. Nevertheless, even if it is not Congress, Irani's daughter was addressed as the owner of the Silly Souls Cafe Bar in the video, which is clear enough to tell that it is her cafe. And also, according to RTI findings, the license which was obtained in the name of the deceased man is another illegal act committed in the case. More interesting updates will be unfolding in this case. To get the latest update, stay connected with Unplugged TV India.